Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Toya T, and this video is my 5 tips for flying cheaply on Spirit Airlines. Now, number 1, you can even get cheaper flights on Spirit if you go to the ticket counter at the airport and buy your tickets, because for each ticket that you buy online for Spirit Airlines, they're charging you about $17 per one-way ticket. And so if you're buying a round trip ticket like I did, I saved $35.98 just going to my local airport and buying my ticket directly from the airport. And I did this a week before I flew. Went straight to the ticket counter, told them I was trying to fly out to Baltimore from Boston. I wanted the early flight because there was only 2 flights. There was an early flight and an evening flight, and I told them exactly what I wanted, and a total came out to $62.40. I mean, I think I do spend more money at the hair salon on this, and it's just so crazy that they charge you an extra $35 to buy it online. I think they call it a convenience fee or a passenger fee. I even went to Spirit's website itself, and it did say that they do charge you this extra fee, and that it's best to, if you can, go to the airport and buy your ticket directly from the ticket counter. I had never done that before. That was the first time I'd ever gone to an airport to buy tickets for a flight, but it definitely was well worth it because I don't live too far away from my local airport, and I just ended up taking you know, regular public transportation to get there, so I didn't have to pay for parking. I didn't have to worry about my car. I parked at the subway station and took the train into the airport. It cost me $2.50 just to, you know, I think that's 2. Do not, and I know at this day and age we think that picking your seat and having a certain amount for having a free carry-on bag is all of, you know, coming with the price of flying, and it should be free and complimentary. But no, if you're gonna fly with Spirit, Spirit is an economy, you know, not even a poor man's, but like it's a cheap flying option. That's what they call themselves. They're making you pay the basic fare that it would take to travel from point A to point B. That is all they're charging you. They're not charging you anything else. What is it going to cost to be able to pay their flight attendants and pay for the gas and pay for the pay for the maintenance of the plane and pay for the pilots? That's it. Everything else is extra. It's a benefit and a privilege. And so save yourself if you don't, especially if you're taking a short flight like I did. The flight between Boston and Baltimore is an hour and 20-something minutes. And so I didn't really care. I was like, I was going to be asleep for half, you know, pretty much the whole hour anyway. And so save yourself some money and just allow them to select the seat for you. Now, on my flight down, I did get stuck with a middle seat. I hate it, but I didn't want to pay $10 extra to pick a window seat or an aisle seat. It just didn't seem worth it to me. If I was going to pay a cheap flight, I wasn't going to pay the extra money to pick my seat, especially when I could possibly get a nice seat. And so on the way back, I actually did. I ended up getting seat 2F, which was a window seat, and in the first 3 rows, which is where, like, it's kind of like their business class for Spirit. I didn't even know they had that. It was so nice. The seats were large, just like what you'd find in business class or first class in other airlines. And I was comfy, and the seats reclined, because that's one of the things that you don't get from Spirit is seats that recline. Because again, you are paying for what you're getting what you pay for. You are getting exactly what you pay for. And if I'm paying $62.40, which is less than taking the Amtrak, about the same amount of money I would pay to take the bus, then I can't expect to get luxury. And so that's something that you should not do. Do not take anything extra. If you can, like I did, and this is tip number 3, if you're taking Spirit, try to get your stuff to fit into their personal bag dimensions. It is really tiny. The one thing about it, you need to know ahead of time if you have to pay for a carry-on bag at the airport. If you don't pay for it ahead of time, this is the only time that you actually save by paying online with Spirit, is if you're going to check a bag or carry on a bag, because carry-on bags are not free. The only thing that is free is your personal bag. So if you wanted to have a little roll-on carry-on bag, that would be free on any other airline. You have to pay for it. And if you pay for it at the airport, they charge you $100. $100. Don't do it to yourself. Don't get there and get mad like I saw some people do it and not know. It's like, read the fine print. If you're going to fly Spirit, at least read the fine print. It wasn't cheap because they wanted to bless you with this cheap flight. It's cheap because they're taking away all the extras that other airlines add on. And so, again, you get what you pay for. So be smart and get yourself a nice size personal bag. And I will show you what size personal bag I had. I had to do a lot of research of different people who fly Spirit who are suggesting the perfect size personal bag. And that's only one bag. So if you have a purse or a book bag and a roll-on, that book bag and purse will be your personal bag and the roll-on will be a carry-on. So I had to actually not carry a purse and just carry my wallet and stuff in my personal bag. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now. This is an example of a personal bag. It fits into dimensions. They were actually one of those airlines that actually does check apparently to see if your personal bag does fit into their little tiny dimensions. I think it's 8 by 11 by 14 or something like that, but this bag fits absolutely perfectly. If you can see it here, it's a Nicole Miller under seat luggage bag. It has tons of space in it. And so it did get through it, and I didn't have to pay extra for the baggage because that would have been extra money adding on to my $62.40. So I'm still at $62.40. So that is one thing. Get yourself a nice bag like that, little underseat luggage bags. There's tons of them being sold by different companies, and you should be able to get through without having to pay a baggage fee. Also, print your ticket ahead of time. If they have to, print your ticket from the ticket counter on the day of your flight. They will charge you $10 for the printing of it. You can still get it printed from the kiosk, but do not go to the counter. Like, you know how when people like to check in at the counter and, you know, get the ticket from the ticket counter. No. Don't do it. Make it a lot easier for yourself and just print your tickets ahead of time. Especially if you're staying at an airport, at a hotel or something, you can go to their business center and have them print out your tickets for you, and you will save yourself at least $20 because it's $10 if you had to do it going in and going out. So just do that. Do it ahead of time. Save yourself the hassle. Last tip. Lower your expectations. When I went to go buy my ticket from the ticket counter, I saw a group of people, it was like a family, that was like cursing and yelling at the people working behind the Spirit attendants and talking about like, well, you know, we're not even late for our flight. What are you saying that we can't check in and we can't, and then we have to, what? We have to pay $100 for a carry-on bag. I have no idea what you're talking about. I want to talk to your manager. This is ridiculous. Like they were just going on and on and on. I'll never fly this again. And it's like, hello folks, I was laughing so hard. Do your Googles, your Bings, I don't even know what other search engines there are out there, but search for, you have the internet, y'all have phones, everyone has smartphones. Look it up ahead of time. Again, you're getting what you pay for. So don't expect that they will bend the rules for you or not charge you extra things if you did not read the fine print. They put it out there several times. I got at least, over the week, from the time that I bought my ticket to the time that I flew, I got at least 5 emails from them saying that we noticed that you didn't pay for a carry-on bag. Would you like to do it now? Because if not, we're going to charge you $100 at the counter. I saw it. I said I'm cool because I knew exactly what I was doing. I was going to take the personal bag. I didn't need it. But obviously these people did not read their emails. They just brushed it off. They thought they were joking. No, they weren't joking. I don't know what happened to them if they got in their flight. But listen to the airlines when they tell you something. And so lower the expectations. So let me know if you ever traveled on Spirit before. What are your horror stories or success stories? Share with me, share with anyone else. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.